Hey guys, thanks for coming back to the channel. So what are you guys doing during this whole shutdown? Well, it's springtime. No better thing to do than to plant your spring garden. Let's go check it out. Well, while you're at home quarantine, nowhere for the millennials to go. So we might as well have them help out. Right, Nate?
Yeah.
So let's check this out. So last year, guys, we tried out this new weed barrier that a bunch of you guys had used on your farms. And we got the cheapest, thinnest stuff we could get. So there was definitely some holes that popped up. As you can see, some of the weeds popped up in between. But for the most part, there are just a couple of weeds in between. And some of the holes, compared to where the dirt was fully exposed, you can see all of that weed right there. They grew up thick through there. So we're weeding all this out. But where the actual weed barrier is at, it wasn't bad.
Well, during gardening season, it was really good.
And during the gardening season, right, last year?
Yeah,
so this is a full year.
Yeah, there wasn't any weeds.
There was no weeds. It made it fantastic. And we put some of those stepping stones in there so we didn't have to step on any muddy water. But yeah, guys, check that out. That weed barrier totally worked. So in a few more minutes, I'll get to what we're going to be planting. And thanks to Joey from Burning Hearth Homestead and the free seeds that he sent me. Guys, if you guys aren't subscribed to Joey at his channel at Burning Hearth Homestead, he is a botanist. He's going to teach you the basics of botany. And he has a non-profit organization that gives out seeds to people that ask for them. And we have some amazing seeds. There's some stuff in there that I have never planted before. I'm going to be planting that this year. I'll show you that in a few minutes. But go check out Joey at Burning Hearth Homestead, guys. As well, if you're not a subscriber, man, if you guys could help us out and hit that subscribe button, leave us a comment, ring that bell. We are quarantining ourselves, staying at home. And we're not going out anywhere unless we absolutely have to. That's what the governor has done here in California. So we still have one more year here, even with our 12-month countdown for moving. We have one more season of growing, and we love our fruits and vegetables. Sure is nice having our kids home with us right now. So all we're doing is we're going to be weeding this thing out. It's taking us about an hour to get all the weeds out, and then we're going to plant this bad boy. Times like this, we have a chance to talk with our kids, talk about life. We work really hard to have good communication with our kids. And we have some real good talks about everything. Of course, this whole what's happening in society and everything gives us lots of opportunity to have conversation. We have times out here working together as a family. Good time to talk. Beautiful day for it. Here's something fun, guys. So I planted this lettuce last year. What kind of lettuce is that again?
Romaine.
That's romaine, yeah. My mind went blank. Check out that romaine, guys. These are volunteers. All this beautiful romaine lettuce that grew up all by itself. Look at all that awesome romaine lettuce. So we're not pulling that, we're gonna leave it. What a difference it made having the kids help us do this. It normally takes Olivia and I 2-3 hours to get this all cleaned up and planted, so we had it all done in an hour. These are memories that they're gonna make for a lifetime. Remind us later, remember when we helped you, Mom and Dad? Usually when they want something. Check that out, guys. Look at that. That's where we had the weed guard. There's like no weeds in there. The weeds that were growing in there were basically sitting on top of the weed guard. Compare that to my raised bed, and the raised bed has, weeds obviously growing like crazy. They've put their roots down, but the weed guard, there were no roots put down into the dirt underneath. Fantastic, guys. We're using a weed guard every year now from now on. Where is that college girl? Boy, it's no problem for them to eat this when it's on the table, but actually putting the work in to do it, that's a whole nother story. We had to threaten you to get you out here, though. We're not having a video of you. We're weeding the garden.
Copyright, Dad.
It's a blur your face.
You want my entire body. Dad, I really want to be in the video. Oh, you stream that too, then? Did you turn it off?
Yes.
There's my dog. Oh, right there. Hey. What? Excuse me, Mom?
It's turned off.
What'd you say, Mom?
She called you a hoe.
Yeah, I know, I heard it. Use that hoe. Right there. You said you hoe? Wait, you said you could use that hoe. Use hoe. Yes. That is what she said.
Roundhouse.
Look, look at this farm.
Oh, Marley.
Where?
Look at Marley. Come on. Look at Marley.
Get it.
Oh.
I guess you can't.
Well, here.
You can't cut the roots off of these weeds. You're just using it to push them and whatever.
Chick doesn't want to bite it, but she wants it. Wow! Wow!
Oh, it wasn't even recording. That makes me mad. I hate that. So guys, I was just talking to a camera that wasn't recording. Hey, you guys gonna throw dirt clods at each other and you guys are 20 years old? That's what children do. But guys, this year we're gonna do the back to gardening. I'm sorry, back to gardening. I can't even think straight because you guys are being such butts. We are doing the back to Eden method this year. We're not going to be rototilling, thanks to all you guys and your tips. So we're not rototilling. We're simply weeding everything, and we're going to amend certain sections with some fertilizer. We're going to leave the bean poles right where we put them. So no rototilling this year, guys. The weed barrier was a huge success, thanks to all you guys' tips from last year. Yeah, thankfully I have my family helping us out. Yeah, they're a huge help. Not even teenagers. They're like young adults, and look at them.
It's good for the inner thigh. Slow. Go slow. Go slow.
Go slow out, Marley.
Out now. Yeah, see?
What is Marley's problem?
She has a glove.
What was that?
So glad that Marley's helping. We need the glove. Marley, come back. Back to Eden, guys. We're just weeding. I like the raised beds because raised beds drain a little easier and don't get so muddy and wet. So here's a question for everybody. Check this out, you guys. Can you guys see what's in this bag? These are beans from last year. String beans, string green beans. They're not bush beans or pole beans. I had them in this plastic bag. And look at these little tiny creatures inside. These are all dead, but there are a couple of live ones in here. So if you guys can tell me what these are, weevils, I guess, bean weevils or vegetable weevils, I'm not sure. But if you look, you can see holes all throughout. And there's holes in these beans, in these shells. So I'm gonna open this up really quick. You guys can tell me what you think of this. See if the beans inside are still good, because I wanted to plant them. No, they are not. Look at that, guys. Those beans have holes eaten all through them. Check that out. So all of the beans that I saved from last year in this plastic bag are toast. Those are all toast. Look at this, honey. Look at these beans. Look at these little bugs that were inside of here in this plastic bag from last year.
Oh, wow.
Look what they did to the beans. Can you guys see the holes in that actual bean right there? I know it's having a hard time focusing there, but you guys can see the holes in the actual bean itself. You guys leave a comment. Tell me what that bug is, if you guys know. So this whole bag of beans is shot, guys. I'm not going to mix these up with anything. I'm going to keep those sealed up, and we're going to throw those things away. So here's, this is what we're going to do, guys. We're going to open up some of these.
Oh, I thought these were blackberries.
Those are blackberries. So I got one blackberry start because I want to put some more blackberries in over there. They had them, $8 for a pack. And then I've got two. These were 2 for $3, guys, on sale. Slicing tomato. Not sure what the Bonnie plants. As far as I know, they're non-GMO. They're not GMO. So there's no weevils in this bag, you guys. So I'm going to plant some of these beans. But these are some from a couple years back, and they're dry. But I don't know how well they're gonna germinate. So we'll test those out. So guys, this is a fantastic gift from Joey at Burning Hearth Homestead from his burninghearthhomestead.org. So here's some cayenne. I'm going to try the cayenne. We're going to hold off on some of these spices. Nasturtium, catnip. We're going to hold off until we get a little different garden. Chard. I don't think we're going to do any chard, at least, not yet. Now here's some pink vernissage tomatoes. We're going to do some tomatoes. He also sent us some apple melon. We're going to try out those apple melons. Here's some tomato verde tomatillos. I'm going to try out those tomatillos. Here's some parsnip. Hold off on that. Kale. We have some morning glory that we'll hold off on that one. Mullein. And feverfew. Not sure what feverfew is. Sage, we're gonna hold off. So a lot of the spices we're gonna hold off on. We don't do a lot of spices yet. Rhubarb is awesome, but we're not gonna do that yet here. Wild yarrow. Cylindra beets. I'm gonna try some beets. So I gotta ask Olivia about the kale. And we've got some watermelon, Moon and Stars watermelon. Here's some more tomato. I'm gonna try those tomatoes right there, long keeper. And then we have some peach habanero. We'll try those. And then we have some Matt's berry tomato. Here's some red sales lettuce. I'm gonna try some of that. Gotta ask her about the kale still. Lemon balm. Gonna hold off. Marshmallow. I have no idea what marshmallow is. Chives. We'll hold off on those. Washington asparagus. I'd like to try some asparagus for sure. And some broccoli. Definitely want to try that too. Wild burdock. Marigolds. And cabbage. I'd like to try the cabbage. You know what? We're going to try his zucchini. These are green bush zucchini. Then we have some yellow taxi tomato.
Surprising.
Oh, you
Honey.
totally, I'm so sorry.
Danae, are you coming out to help us?
I totally just hit Mom in the head with a dirt clod.
Danae's coming out to help us, honey. Wow, you got a long neck. Don't trip.
Okay guys, there we go. We are planted. There is the urban garden. We've got the weed kill down. We've got everything planted. Give you more hose, she says. She wants more hose. Hey, you're dragging the hose in the mud. Okay guys, there we go. There's the garden. It is all planted. We have the weed block down, and we have all of the little indicator little tags, and we're gonna water everything down really good and wet it. We're getting a lot of rain out here anyway, so. But I want to give a special thanks and a special shout out to Joey from Burning Hearth Homestead for the seeds, and we'll give you guys an update and let you know what comes up. We have them all marked, and we'll keep you in the loop. So we'll see you on the next gardening video. Thanks for watching, guys.